So the police commissioner, yes, is just giving us some information that the two officers are about to be released any minute now at this point. Apparently, the officer who was shot in the chest will be wheeling out the other officer who was shot in the ankle. Okay, so the moment is happening right now, and Cindy, if you don't mind, let's just let this moment breathe as we watch this moment. Give you a close-up look. You hear the officers applauding. You hear the NYPD officials applauding this moment here as we just watched the two officers who were shot just hours ago leave the hospital. One of them, you see there, had pushed the other officer who was shot in the ankle in the wheelchair as they're now standing outside this black van. Quite the moment. It's unclear if they're going to speak at this time, but it's been quite the night, to say the least, for these officers, and we are glad to see this moment take place at this time, after matters certainly could have been worse. They appear to be in good spirits at this time. We're seeing some smiles from the family members of the officers here. We just saw one of them get into the van, the second officer in this black van on the left-hand side of your screen. It's unclear if we'll hear additional comment from NYPD officials about what just happened, but certainly a moment, Cindy, to watch right now live on television just after 7:30 this morning, after these officers have been in the hospital for about 4 to 5 hours.
And Elijah, it was so nice to see him coming out and just the respect that he, had from everybody around. I have to say, looking at his face, he looked like he was, in a bit of pain, but he had a slight smile as he saw everyone just clapping and cheering him on.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're hearing the applause once again as the two vans escorting these officers are now leaving the hospital. These officers are now able to go home to their families. Quite the moment we're experiencing right now. The mood, a sigh of relief for many of these officers here. So right now we're watching the second van carrying one of the injured officers drive away at this time. Okay, Cindy, so that'll do it for right now, but quite the moment we just saw. We're live right now just outside the hospital entrance. You hear the applause once again, and we'll continue to stay out here and get as much information as possible about what we just saw. Hopefully some more insight into how the officers are doing as they make their way home. Cindy, let's send it back to you.
All right, Elijah, thank you very much. And now for more on this breaking news, let's go to Christina Fan, who is live at the scene of the shooting in East Elmhurst. Christina?
That's right, Cindy. A very different atmosphere out here. Where Elijah was in front of the hospital, it was incredibly moving and emotional. Here, detectives and investigators are hard at work gathering evidence to build a case against that suspect. Now, the crime scene here is pretty vast, but the intersection behind us is where the shooting actually happened. It's where the police pursuit ended with gunfire. And by the cluster of evidence markers there is where officers have recovered a handgun. This intersection, of course, still a very active crime scene. Around 1:40 this morning, police say 2 officers who were part of the public safety team at the 115th precinct were investigating a robbery pattern involving suspects on mopeds when they noticed a motorized scooter going down the wrong way on 82nd Street. One officer attempted to pull him over, but the man took off on foot, firing several rounds at those cops, who then returned fire. We know one officer was shot in their bulletproof vest, the other in the leg. Fortunately, as you saw, both are okay and were released from the hospital. The suspect was also struck once in the ankle. Police have since identified him as 19-year-old Bernardo Raul Castro Mata. They say he lived at a migrant shelter. He does not have any previous arrests in the city, but police say he is suspected of being behind multiple robbery patterns here in Queens.
During tonight's incident, Castro Mata was observed illegally operating an unregistered motorbike the wrong way down a one-way street. Similar scooters and bikes are being used citywide to commit crimes. These crimes include shootings, robberies, and phone snatches. Many of these crimes have all been committed by the perpetrators riding on scooters and motorbikes.
The NYPD says mopeds and scooters have become a huge problem in the city and are being used in the commission of more and more crimes. Just a few years ago in 2020, between January to June, there were 0 robbery patterns involving motorized bikes. So far this year, that number has jumped to over 80. That is 80 robbery patterns encompassing hundreds and hundreds of incidents. Again, police believe the suspect is involved in several of those patterns here in Queens, and they are looking to speak to him as soon as he is out of surgery. Reporting live from East Elmhurst, Queens, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
Christina, thank you. And stay with us as this story develops throughout the morning. We will have the latest on CBS News New York and online at cbsnewyork.com.